Shaun of the Dead 2004 is a classic British comedy film directed by Edgar Wright, and it says it's a comedy horror, but it's not fucking bloodthirsty horror, especially for 2026. It's not. Now, back in 2004, I guess this was the standard for horror comedy, but nonetheless, it's a solid movie with the dichotomy of fantasy, horror, and comedy combined. So Shaun, played by Pegg, has a staunch disdain for society, which he finds himself surrounded by foolish shitheads. He's a misanthrope. He doesn't tolerate stupidity in society.
Well, because he can impersonate an orangutan. Fuck a doodle do. Oh, leave him alone. Alright, I admit, he can be pretty funny on occasion. At that time we stayed up all night drinking apple schnapps and playing Tekken 2.
He doesn't give a fuck about anything that doesn't have to do with him. He's in debt, living in a flat, and his life is precariously deteriorating. He gets treated like shit by his co-workers, and his girlfriend had dumped him. It's hell for him. Anybody who's going to fuck with him is waging war. So he's not in the mood to party around to light-hearted bullshit from people. It's proper fucking hilarious. So obviously the characters are the main crux of the movie for the banter, and Shaun is a really likeable character. He's a common man, and even the other characters are likeable. And the movie is based on these imbeciles who are in their late 20s, early 30s, and they like to get hungover and just fucking drink.
Oh, she had love. Oh, she likes you. Oh, she wants a cuddle. I'm serious, I'm just... 2 seconds. I'm really flat and everything really got my... And hold it down. Just get off me!
So Shaun's living with his roommate at their flat, and they are panicking as a news report on the telly says there's a huge fucking zombie type apocalypse and everyone is fleeing London, and there's a mob attacking their flat that they're confronted by. So Shaun and his mate are running over the infected. They aren't really zombies, they are urban feral crackheads, and it's called Z-Day. So it's basically another rendition of the movie 28 Days Later, even with the similar concept of how ludicrous for the fact being that the plot implies pretty much everyone has been infected in London, and you have to believe that they just so happen to be the minutia of people who are infected. So it's obviously not realistic. It's done for the comedy, whereas the movie 28 Days Later is also unrealistic, but takes a more realistic approach with the dynamics influenced by its larger budget. So that's the contrast of the two movies.
No, that's rubbish. Feel free to step in any time.
So they are having the shits and decide to screw it and take all odds and pretend to be a crackhead zombie. So they are masquerading as a fellow zombie to escape, and they take refuge at their local pub, being the catalyst, one of the main settings which is featured for the majority of this movie. There's plenty of classic humour that comes thick and fast. Shaun's mate Ed is inadvertently attracts the zombies by fucking up, and this motherfucker is having a cheeky gamble on the slot machines in the pub, and the dialogue is fucking hilarious. The scenes are exuberant. So there's barely any romance that you would expect to be conventional in a film like this, especially in the early 2000s. So the movie kept it clean cut and focused on the banter and dialogue between the characters and how they would extricate themselves from their predicament and their fuck-ups. Now, they're up shit creek without a paddle, being down to 29 bullets, and they're really having to be careful and salvage what they have. At the end, the British army swings in and manage to gun down, fuck the zombies up, and it concludes in the end with Shaun getting into trouble again, moving back in with Liz in a relationship from hell. And I don't like it when this trope is in movies where the woman dumps the man for not having enough money and they hook up again when he gets his shit together, because it's normalising non-true love. It's subversive. Now, it doesn't provide any context, doesn't show how the UK will recover from everything that happened. It ends on that, case closed. It's a typical relationship from hell trope for this movie where shit hits the fan and they hook up again. Now, if you don't like this movie, there's something wrong with you. Seek help, because this movie is one of the best comedies. There's no diluted bullshit and it's clean cut.